Losing All Hope, a.k.a. LAH, and you're watching In the Studio of Furtive. So normally I use a launch pad, an Ovation MIDI keyboard and Dr. Dre beats. And everything I do is in the box. I don't use any analog gear, so it's handy. I find it handier when I'm traveling around, so I don't have to. I'm not stuck for gear or anything. I can do all my stuff in the box, so that just kind of suits me more. And that's about it for gear. The whole thing started with this little audio rack I made. I was messing around with the vinyl distortion plugin in Ableton, and I tried to get some soundscapes going. And what I ended up coming up with is, it was a happy accident because I accidentally dropped a resonator onto this audio effect rack, and it gave it a tonality, gave it a tone. So then I just drowned everything in reverb, and it ended up sounding great. So that's the basic pad there, and then I'm kind of under pinned under that is a bunch of other sounds and chords that I'm all just layering on top of each other. So this bass I have here is basically it's an 808 dive with another 808, and all I did is I just saturated it so it didn't sound so generic. So on its own, it sounds kind of weird, the placement of it, and generally it would be considered a weird placement for the bass because it's right before the kick. So if I play with the kick together, it is quite an odd placement for the samples, but for some reason it just works. And basically all they are is they're 808 sounds that I came across in Battery. I used a lot of resonators in this track. They're all presets, and I just kind of layered two on top of each other, and I punched in the chords here. So this preset here is called Berlin, and another one is called Tokyo. They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant presets, and I find myself using these a lot. So this kind of changes it up a little bit because it is quite repetitive, the pad. So it was really hard to kind of change it up every 16 bars to keep listeners interested. So here I have these wood blocks. They're not used anywhere else in the song. It's just in this breakdown. And the snare and clap there half-timed as well. Basically I just have kind of two offbeat hi-hat sounds, and then at the end of each bar I have like an open hi-hat sounding thing. So this is pretty much the whole groove for the track. I don't really change it up too much, because when I added different things to it, I felt like it cluttered everything up, and it just didn't sound as organic and clean as I wanted it to. And as you can see, these on the screen here, they're heavily drowned and drenched in reverb. So the kick here at the start, I have it. I have a high pass on it. So this is just for the intro. So I'm not giving away everything about the track in the intro. So I'm just kind of building up slowly as the track moves along. And over here I have a small break, and then I take the high pass off it, and then here you can really feel the weight of the kick. If you're listening to it with proper speakers, you can feel that it's a heavy, weighty kick. And this was also a sample I got from Battery. Then we're back into the main groove of the track, and basically I just let this run. I found that this was one of these tracks that I didn't want to play just a minute of it and then have it cut short, because I found with a lot of tracks that I liked, I like the repetition to some degree if the groove is interesting, and everything in the track flows together. I don't want it to play for 32 bars and then just kind of run its course and just go to an outro. I didn't like that at all. So for this track I tried to do it my way, and just play it for 32 bars, for example. Just give it a little bit of a break then for about 8 bars, so that it's not too repetitive and in your face all the time, and then play the chorus again, because again, I really like the groove. I don't change anything for the 32 bars. I just let everything run its course, and then I come to the outro where I just start taking elements out of it. I just kind of let the ambience run its course until the very end, and then over here you might be able to see it. I just have a MIDI clip that's deactivated so that the track just doesn't die suddenly. I let it fade out naturally. I'm LH, a.k.a. Losing All Hope. This is my song Chi, and you were watching In the Studio with Furtive. I hope you enjoyed the video, and Furtive Sounds is out on the 27th of November, so make sure you go get it.